Hello. We had an idea, and we really want to share with you. So now, this is an idea that involves our dwarf wizard who dresses like a Christmas tree, Pete. And well, we came up with the idea of getting right inside of Pete's brain and seeing what kind of people live there. Does that sound like fun? Well, we think it might work, so we want to play around with the idea for a while. So then, why don't you come along, just to see how it works out? Or maybe you can help us. That would be really cool. What do you think?
Hello. And welcome to our latest video. So we are Wild Art Fly Free and we are all about creativity. I am very happy that you could join us. We are building a world out of stories and we could really use your help. At least, we would really appreciate your feedback. As you watch this video, or some of our other videos, you might come to realize that we don't exactly know what we are doing. No, really, it's okay to mention it. We talk about that all the time. We are building a YouTube channel and none of us know anything about building a YouTube channel. So well, this can be stressful. One of the tricks to learning how to do something new is to have fun. So, that's one of our core strategies to building a world out of stories and a YouTube channel. We play. We work to keep it fun. We brainstorm story ideas and then we try to fit them together to make better stories.
So we are always brainstorming here, and so sometimes we come up with some interesting ideas. We usually like to share them with you online so that you can have your say. So that's what we're doing now. We've got some ideas that we want to share, and well, the idea that we've got right now is inside the chaos of the brain. We have voices that talk to us, and perhaps we can personify those voices, and we're coming up with the idea of brain imps. Now, that's not too new an idea. Other people certainly have come up with stories about the kind of people that are inside your brain running the thing. But even if it's not totally new, I'm sure we can come up with some new parts to it. And we have brain stage imps. Stage as in theater. Theater imps. Brain theater imps. And related to that, okay, another idea that we just want to mention about Wild Art Fly Free. By the way, you can call me Thug, and that is something that Owl, Turtle, and Bunny came up with. It's the acronym for the Talking Head Guy, THG, or you can make up what you want about the U. So, and here at Wild Art Fly Free, we also try to avoid talking about ourselves. We do not want to make our world about ourselves. We don't want to include ourselves in our stories. It's sort of hard to avoid. You know, we all have feelings and ideas and thoughts and that, but so we keep reminding ourselves, and we tend to use the rule that we don't use personal pronouns. We say we a lot rather than the me, I, and that sort of thing. Just as a reminder not to make this about ourselves. And you can follow that rule in the comments too, as you know, offer any suggestions, and support is awesome. If you've got anything good to say, we love it. Uh, we are fully aware that we are not anywhere near the perfection part of telling stories, so critiquing us is a little premature. So if you want to help, just offer support. Otherwise, you could hurt our feelings. And we try to do that with each other as well, and with your comments. We will try to be friendly and positive and supportive. That's all a part of a rule for brainstorming. And speaking of rules for brainstorming, something that we don't make a point of too much, but we probably should, is brainstorming takes time. Oh, I've left the fan on. Is that better? I don't know how much noise the fan was making. Anyway, brainstorming takes time, so that's why we, have some thoughts, send them out into the world, and then wait for a while before we come back to these ideas. We're kind of intrigued with some of these ideas and fired up about them, but it helps to take some time and get some objectivity around our ideas. So at this time, we are playing with the story of our wizard named Pete, who dresses like a Christmas tree. And he has some brain imps to deal with. But as he's traveling to Swanford, the brain imp will be Hope. And Hope is a temptress. Hope is very attractive and will lead you on. So Hope takes the stage and leads you toward Swanford. So we were saying that Hope is a temptress, and she is a singer, a very attractive singer and a temptress. Is she an evil person? Well, are your feelings really evil? I mean, they almost always mean the best. They just, our feelings really aren't complicated enough to think, about the bigger picture. So they've only got their own ideas to deal with. Certainly things we can play with as we go along. When Pete gets to Swanford, then Hope bows, and Fear takes to the stage, and we will think of Fear as a dramatic actor. It makes your palms sweaty and your throat tight and your heart pounding, so that will be Fear. Perhaps we should give these brain imps, theatrical brain imps, some more interesting names and characteristics. And so that's what we're asking for you to brainstorm and see what you think of this idea, and what do these guys look like? What do they sound like? How do they act? How do they behave? And do they have names? So after Pete uses fear to scare everybody out of Swanford, so the question is, well, what is Pete afraid of if we're going to have the brain imp inside Pete? One of them will be fear. So what would Pete be afraid of? The MiGo, which seems to be hanging around Swanford, perhaps brought there by the Halican, who have hired Pete to scare everybody away. So the Halican also brought the MiGo to scare everybody away, and perhaps some other uh, plans or things that the Halican have in Swanford to scare people away. So perhaps it is the MiGo that is making Pete afraid, but you would still have to have your fear based on something. Perhaps dragons. Anyway, Pete is dealing with his fear while he's in Swanford, but then after leaving Swanford, fear will bow out, and we're thinking that guilt will take over, and for fun so far we're thinking guilt is a stand-up comedian. So that could be something fun to play with. What do you think of that idea?
So we're okay. We are wild art fly free, and because we are wild art fly free, we are all about creativity. And, for us, creativity is the path out of chaos toward perfection. Oh, okay then. We are thinking of chaos to put in Pete's way as he tries to find a magical mythical seed. And a lot of the chaos might be inside of Pete's own brain, as it would be. We are all built from chaos, aren't we? So now, if you want to learn more about Pete, we have some videos that we have listed in the description. And, of course, we would really love it if you could give us a like and especially a subscribe. As we mentioned, this process takes time. We plan to think about Pete's situation and his goals and his chaos and even his theatrical brain imps for a while. In the meantime, we have some more stories to mess with, so watch for those videos in the next few weeks. Or check out our Wild Art Fly Free YouTube channel. We have lots of stuff that we have already messed up. We are always looking for more suggestions about how we might do an even better job of messing up our fantasy world. Or, if you think we are ready, we might even try to make sense of some of it. What do you think? Anywho, thanks for watching. And have a good one.